Hello, welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranch, and today I will be giving you the. Oh, what are you doing, crazy? I will be giving you the Capper Comparison Picks for Fight Island 5 preliminary fights. Simmer down. Earlier, I think 2 days ago, I did the early prelim fights. I did 3 fights then. And I'm going to do 3 tonight. 3 more fights tonight. And then I'm going to eventually do every fight on the card before fight night. So, if you're new to the show, what I do is I take my favorite sports handicappers. In this case, it is MMA handicappers. And I put their predictions side by side on the board. So if you're having trouble deciding which way you want to go on one of these fights, go ahead and follow one of the handicappers that you like. All their links will be in the description. Okay, so I'm going to start out first with Impa Kasanganay. He is a middleweight fighter. Perfect record of 8 wins, 0 losses as a fighter. Nora, please stop doing that. You're so annoying right now. I don't know what you're doing, but don't. And he is a big favorite at minus 240. He's taking on Joaquin Buckley. Buckley comes in at 10-3 as a professional fighter. He's the underdog at plus 205. All these bets are from, I think, yesterday, and they're from Bet Online. Okay. The totals, the over 2.5 rounds is at minus 175, and the payout is much better if you think it's gonna finish under 2.5 rounds. That's at plus 145. Okay, let's see what these handicappers have to say. Boy, okay. Well, first, a lot of these, is there anybody new? Kind of new. There's a new guy as of last episode that I'm going to use. But taking Impa Kasanganay, we've got Brandon K. I have a total of, how many cappers? A bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8
Daddy.
different handicappers on here.
Daddy.
Actually there's 9, but one of them only makes a clear cut bet on the last fight up here, so he doesn't count. Okay, so anyway, Brandon K is saying Impa via decision. Okay, next we have the MMA Guru. This is the British one that wears the knit cap. MMA Guru. Okay, he is taking Kasanganay. Then, oh boy. Now this is a different guy. He is MMA Prediction Guru. We call him Pred Guru on my board, okay? He is an American handicapper. He does not wear...
You're American too.
I know, he doesn't. And Prediction Guru does not wear the knit cap. All these links will be in the description if you're confused, Gabe Killian, okay?
Why did you say good?
Because he's confused about the 2 different people with the name Guru. But one of them is MMA Guru, and the other one's name is Prediction Guru, MMA Prediction Guru. They're different people. And you can clearly see that because he's just trying to be funny. I don't know. How am I trying to be funny? Because that's how. Anyway, next we've got, Prediction Guru he's saying by a finish. So we'll just say within distance. Okay.
What do you mean by within distance?
Within the distance of the fight. That means he thinks it's going to end by either a submission or a knockout or a stoppage of some kind before the end of the fight. You understand that?
Kind of.
Okay, prediction guru, finished. Then MMA fortune teller. MMA fortune teller is taking Kasanganay. How many we got already? 4. Whew. Wiping through these guys. eBay's fight predictions. He is saying by a KO in the second round. So round 2 KO for eBay's. Then we have my buddy Vlad from UFC Celebrities and Classics, also known as CNC. He's taken Kasanganay, but he was, all his picks, he always, it's kind of like a disclaimer. He's always say, I lean. It's going to be a tight one. It's going to be a tough pick. He says that almost all the time, except for Holly Holm. He was definitely sure that she was going to win, and she did. But a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, I give slight lean to Impa Kasanganay. We'll say 7 times out of 10. Okay. Vlad, he's taking Impa Kasanganay. And finally, how many you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more. Oh, UFC gambling addicts. We call him UGA. His name is Leighton. He is British. He is taking Impa TKO in the 3rd. Now that has got to be everybody. Nope. One more person. This guy is the new guy. His name is Will Martin. He is also from the United Kingdom. I'm not sure where. He could be from Ireland. Wales. Yeah, he's new. This guy is kind of new. Remember you thought I was talking about your gym teacher, Mr. Reed, but I really wasn't.
But Daddy,
What? No, don't worry. I got it covered. All right, I got you covered. So that's everybody. That's all 8. Clint from Die Hard MMA podcast. He said this was a, what's he say? Fireball and popcorn. That means he's not going to put a bet on it. He might play the live dog, as in Buckley, when it comes time. But he's Fireball and popcorn. That's what there's a drink called Fireball. It's like cinnamon. And he has Fireball and eats popcorn and watches the fight without any stress about betting it. Just enjoys the fight. Fireball and popcorn. That's a thing. So that means everybody took Impa Kasanganay. That means it's a full capper consensus.
Just when I go away, you say that.
Yep. Just when she goes away. That is when all the cappers take the same side. And in this case, everybody is taking Impa Kasanganay to beat Joaquin, Buckley. Okay? Yeah, all the cappers, all 8 of them. Well, all 8 of them that I'm using. And, well, Clint is the only one. He said he's not making a pick on this. He might live bet Buckley, but still. Everybody is taking Kasanganay. Ooh. And so am I. There's no more room over here. I already write by Vlad's name. He's my bud. You don't care. So I'm also taking Kasanganay, and I'm gonna use him as a parlay piece. It's not worth this, there's no value in this bet. But I'm gonna take him within distance. That's kind of safe. I'll spring for the little juice that will be on the within distance. It'll still be a negative number, but I'll pay it. Okay, whew. That's surprisingly. I thought Buckley would have more people backing him. I don't know like some of these guys will discuss the public stats or their viewers' votes on who's going to do it, and they'll percentages, everybody does. My show, I just go with the kings, with the top, with my handicappers that a lot of people go by their picks. And all of them in this case, they're taking the Impa Kasanganay, the undefeated middleweight. Okay. Moving on. Next, we have the Philadelphia police officer, Chris Daukaus, heavyweight fighter with a record of 9 wins, 3 losses as a professional, coming off that win against Parker Porter. However, he comes into this as the underdog at plus 225 because he is taking on Rodrigo Nascimento Ferreira, but he just dropped the Ferreira for some reason. Nascimento is undefeated with a record of 8 wins, 0 losses. That kind of explains why he's the favorite at minus 265. That number has moved because on my paper I have 280, but these odds are from earlier, Bovada. These are more recent and they're bet online. So he's the favorite at minus 265. I don't know what number you'd be able to get it at. Okay, the total rounds on this is 1.5. If you think it's going to go over 1.5 rounds, it's a better payout at plus 130. If you think somebody's going to get, ended or taken to another round, that's what UFC gambling addicts always say. He took him to another round. That's when, knockout. That's if you think that's going to happen within a round and a half, you're like the bookies do. You have to pay a little juice. So, okay, there you have a little rundown. Let's see what these handicappers have to say. Okay, Z Colmea. That's Rodrigo Nascimento's, fighting name, his nickname, whatever. Z Colmea. I have no idea what that means or translates into. But anyway, taking him, we have Brandon K. He's saying by submission. Then I'm gonna go right down this list. Oh, you know what? Huh, that's funny. I have an extra guy in here that I don't have on the other fights. Whatever, I'll throw him in here. King of Crackdowns said. King of Crackdowns. He's saying by submission. He didn't have I'm sure he had picks on all these, but his new format, I have to jump around from video to video to video instead of before he used to have all his fights on one video. And so if I'm doing in the middle of something, I just, like the guys that have a full card video, that's like whatever long it is, anywhere from 20 minutes to, I've seen them as short as 15 minutes for the full card, up to 2 hours. You can go stream and get one of those guys on there for like 4 hours. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, King of Crackdowns, he went to 2-minute video, fight breakdowns, 2-minute fight breakdowns, and he doesn't really have them listed on a playlist. He might, but at the time I was watching these and writing them down, I was jumping around his videos. I think I might have been driving. But anyway, he's saying Nascimento submission. Okay, both gurus, MMA guru and prediction guru, are taking Nascimento. MMA guru by submission. Prediction guru, he did not say how. Okay, who else do we have? Will Martin, He's saying by submission. Already, this, if you want to, this could already be considered a full capper consensus. However, it is not. There is a couple cappers that are taking Chris Daukaus. I'll get to them last. Okay, Vlad from CNC, he's leaning with Nascimento. Leighton from UFC Gambling Addicts, he's saying Nascimento submission in the first round. I mean, this guy, the Brazilian, he's like, like all Brazilians, he's got a black belt in jiu-jitsu. However, so is Daukaus. Daukaus is Philadelphia. I took Brazilian jiu-jitsu in Philadelphia through Balance Studios. That's the Migliarese brothers, Phil and Ricardo Migliarese. I don't know Chris Daukaus or anything, but I remember Philadelphia Jiu-Jitsu has a good name behind it. So, because those Migliarese brothers, they were given their black belts by right down in Brazil from the Gracies, the Gracie family, and like Henzo used to come to, and they're still active. I just moved to New York, so I had to stop. But anyway, don't sleep on Chris Daukaus' Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Just because Nascimento is from Brazil doesn't mean Daukaus doesn't have the same skill set, Okay, so anyway, eBay's is also taking up. I know everybody's taking them. Everybody. Might as well put the big X there, but I can't because there is. And if you're like the only person that's taking the underdog, you get that whole board by yourself. Yep. Did I get everybody? Yeah, I think I got everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people there. Taking Nascimento, undefeated. 8-0. Rodrigo. Clint says, again, fireball and popcorn. Again, on this fight. That's why, so he didn't make a prediction. But the one person that is taking Chris Daukaus is the MMA fortune teller. Yeah, we like the fortune teller, despite what all the other guys say. MMA fortune teller is taking Chris Daukaus, and he's the one that fortune teller. Look at that, Teller. You got another fan. MMA fortune teller is saying he's the one that also, and I agree with him. Don't sleep on. Chris Daukaus has a brother that fights. I think his name's Kyle Daukaus, and he's like the Daukaus brothers. They can fight, and he already interviewed Kyle before. He's gonna try to get an interview with Chris Daukaus Thursday, which would be today, but I don't think it's gonna happen. He's kind of busy. So he's going to do a video next week, post-fight, obviously. But that's probably why he's leaning Chris Daukaus, because he had the interview with Kyle, with his brother. And Kyle was saying, everybody's sleeping on Chris Daukaus' BJJ black belt. Look, submission. All these guys are saying submission for Nascimento. Everybody's saying submission. Daukaus got a black belt too, just because he knows how to punch and box. Even eBay, you were saying, oh, I like his stand-up, he's good, but when it goes to the ground, Nascimento's gonna. You know what? That's great, Nora. I'm going with Teller, MMA fortune teller, and I'm taking Chris Daukaus. Well, whatever. Oh yeah, he's my dog pick. He's my live dog, and I'm taking.
He's your puppy?
Yeah, he's my betting puppy. I'm gonna put him in as a parlay piece, and I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit on him to get the sub. Don't play with Chris Daukaus. He's a Philadelphia cop, Philadelphia police officer.
Philadelphia police.
I used to live in Philadelphia before I met mommy. Did you know that?
Before I was even born?
Yep, before I even met mommy. Before your brother was even born. So, there you have that. Moving on. We've got middleweight fight.
Lowercase.
Tom Breese. He's from the UK, from the United Kingdom. He's taking on KB Bhullar. I think Bhullar is fighting out of Canada, but I believe he is like Indian descent. I think he was born in India, if I'm not mistaken. KB Bhullar. I guess there's, from what a couple of these guys said, there's tough.
Is this an uppercase G or lowercase?
It's a lowercase G. From what some of the handicappers were saying, it was kind of tough to get info, like fight footage and stuff on KB Bhullar, but some of them did manage to get that. So anyway, let's get into this. Tom Breese, excuse me, has a professional record of, it's a 3. I don't know why, Nora. I don't know. Okay. Tom Breese comes in with a record of 11 wins, 2 losses. He's a big favorite at -260. KB Bhullar is undefeated at 8-0 and undefeated, and he's the underdog at +220. Okay, this three-round fight, if you think it's going to go over 2.5, you're going to pay a little juice at -150. That's saying the bookies are thinking it's going to go to decision pretty much. If you think it's going to end before 2.5, you're better payout at +120. Okay, so let's see what these handicappers have to say. Okay, taking Tom Breese, we have MMA Guru. And he's saying, he's the British one, he's saying by submission. That is an uppercase Y. Okay, then taking, it's Brandon, stop, please. Speaking of Brandon K is taking KB Bhullar.
It isn't the handicapper, it's the feather.
Then Will Martin is going with Breese. He is like he is from the United Kingdom, so he has, I think he might be a little biased there. I don't know. Also, UFC gambling addicts, Leighton, he's saying Breese by decision. Look, all three of these cappers taking Breese are from, just coincidentally, maybe, they're all from the United Kingdom, and so is Breese. Doesn't mean anything, because look, the United States prediction guru, Pred Guru, he's taking Breese. So is MMA fortune teller is taking Breese, and so is Vlad. Vlad is he lives in Serbia, but he's from Bulgaria, so he's Eastern European. So he's taking Breese, and Vlad, he's the one that he doesn't gamble, and he makes these picks before there's odds. He makes them. I know some of these he did only like last week because I think he wants to be on the show. He appreciates it, and I appreciate him. But a lot of his picks he makes weeks in advance, 2 or 3 weeks before, like early predictions. Okay, he's taking Tom Breese. And Ebays lives in Oakland. He's taking Tom Breese by 3rd round submission. And finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. There's one more handicapper. That's Clint from Die Hard MMA, and he is excited. He's leaning with KB Bhullar. Yes. Clint at Die Hard MMA podcast. Look at that, Clint at Die Hard MMA pod. Anyway, so there you have it. We got, whew, it should have been a full Kappa consensus, but it wasn't. We have, just like that one, only one. Here we have seven handicappers taking Tom Breese, and 2 handicappers taking KB Bhullar for the upset. I was kind of on the fence with this, but I am a, where's the pink? I got one. I am, you guys know I'm a plus money junkie. So I'm gonna go with the value, take the undefeated fighter that's plus money, even though I don't really know much about him, I'll be honest, I don't. But I'll roll with it. I'll roll with Brandon K and Clint. I'll take their opinions. Yeah, I'm going with KB Bhullar. I guess this, from what I heard, this Tom Breese has some psychological problems. Like he gets what I hear is like you know how there's stage fright? He gets anxiety when he gets on, like, in the ring. But maybe now because there's, it's, I don't know if that was before fans stopped going. What are you doing that for, Nora? Stop hyperventilating like that. Stop. But from what he has some maybe bouts of stress or anxiety, depression. I really don't know. They didn't get into detail, but I guess he has some ring or cage anxiety or something. He can't focus, or he gets panicked when he gets into the cage. That's what I've heard. So I don't know. Hopefully that'll happen because I'm taking the other guy to beat him. So anyway, and I don't have to. Because he's such an underdog, I don't have to say how he's going to win. I just have to say he's going to win. If I was taking Breeze, I would say how, like I did here. Kasanganay within the... Anyway, to recap. Time check. Didn't do a very exciting one, but to recap, I've got... with the full capper consensus, I have Impa Kasanganay beating Joaquin Buckley. I have it stopping within the distance, so it's going to be probably under that 2.5. Also valued there in the under 2.5. Then I have the Philadelphia police officer. Yeah, Chris Daukaus. Me and the fortune teller, me and MMA fortune teller, we're the only ones against all the rest of the prediction handicappers. All of them are saying Nascimento. Most of them are saying, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the 8 are saying by submission. Come on, Chris Daukaus, let's prove them wrong. Oh, I'm gonna take him in DraftKings, the whole 9. Let's go, Chris Daukaus. Let's go. Do it like you did against Parker Porter. All right, and finally, I got the upset again with KB Bhullar, the pride of India, to beat the Tom Breese with his little ring or cage anxiety, and takes more than just a chiseled body. You have to have the psyche, physical and mental. It's physical and mental, this game. Got to have both working, like KB Bhullar does. So there you have it. Gather the info. Yes. Yes, gather the info, place the bets, and cash the tickets. I appreciate you watching. Be sure to leave a like. Go ahead and comment. Tell me your picks. If you're a capper, I didn't use you. Man, I couldn't. I don't even have room. I barely fit these guys.
Well, you can put them there.
That was for me if I wanted to go with that guy, but I'm going against the grain.
Or you can put them there.
Yeah, I do that often.
there.
That's what I did here.
Or there.
Yeah, I don't want to crowd it. So anyway, if you're a capper, I didn't use you. You know, it's no hard feelings.
Sorry.
I'll use you next time. I'll get to it, okay? So, thanks for watching. Good luck on these bets, and I'll see you tomorrow for another episode. Say bye, Nor.